Hey there, this is Nathan with NonstopAwesomeness.me. Hope you are doing well. And today I am in Portland on southeast Belmont. I found out about a restaurant called Dick's Kitchen last week and had a great lunch there. And I was really excited to learn more about it and learn about the ideas behind it. And today I had the pleasure to have a great conversation with the man behind Dick's Kitchen. So I'm going to introduce all of you to him. We'll get to know a little bit about him. So I would like to introduce all of you to Richard. And hello, Richard. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, can you tell us a little bit about Dick's Kitchen? What is it?
Well, basically, it's Portland's first sort of Stone Age diner, if you will. We're a place that emphasizes eating in a way that's concordant with nowadays what's being called the paleo paradigm. Mm-hmm. It's really a diner that serves great hamburgers and great other food, but it's built around a paradigm of eating intelligently and eating the kinds of lean proteins and fresh veggies that our ancestors are supposed to have eaten. So I built Dick's around this concept because really it's a personal issue. It's an issue with dealing with some arthritis and other inflammatory issues. So I researched a little bit about the dietary components of inflammation and found that something called the anti-inflammatory diet or the paleo diet was going to give me the best opportunity to address some of the issues I had. And in researching this, I realized that a lot of other restaurants don't make that easy for folks, whether it's to reduce gluten or eat proteins that are higher in omega-3s. These are things that are hard to find out there, so I decided I had to do it. Both for personal reasons and because I determined that the market had a need for it. At the same time, I noticed that people are eating better hamburgers nowadays. And we had found that when we started eating 100% grass-fed beef, which is the cornerstone of our restaurant, that the flavor was spectacular and the story was spectacular and the health implications were spectacular. So we realized we had something really special by crossing my health concerns with a trend toward eating that way and toward better burgers.
Very cool. So now, what are you excited about these days?
Well, I think there's a change going on in the way people look at food, and we're beginning to identify what really is causing so much of the massive disease or unhealthy conditions that are out there, especially in the obesity epidemic and the rise in diabetes and other diseases of affluence, if you want to call them that. There's something going on that tells me that we have choices to eat a little more intelligently than maybe the convenience food world leads us to believe. And what I'm excited about is that there are now options that can address a particular set of issues that are health related, like my arthritis issues. Having lost 35 pounds makes a big difference in fighting my arthritis. All the objective measures of inflammation, all the issues that are normally associated with what used to bedevil me have subsided to a large extent, and most of this is because of the diet I'm doing, because that's the only thing different from what I was doing previously. What that tells me is that there really are solutions out there for the current obesity epidemic. There are solutions to what we consider normally to be the inevitable diseases of aging, that these are not inevitable, that they're a function of what we're eating and how we live. So what's exciting me is that this new paradigm, that whether you call it the paleo paradigm or the ancestral health paradigm, this is something new and is really bubbling up from underneath. It's not something that's coming down from the big marketers. It's certainly not coming down from the big industrial food system. It's really coming up from folks looking for solutions to their health issues. And that's really exciting. And there's a host of new foods and new things that we can do that will put us in a little better alignment with what our bodies are better able to digest.
Very cool. So now I ask people, what is something that most people don't know about you, and you can get as silly or as serious as you like. And you were telling me that you were curious about the statute of limitations on certain things you were thinking about.
Well, I'm kind of accused of being a serial entrepreneur. I have ADD, or entrepreneurial attention deficit disorder. So I've started a bunch of businesses. But my background's actually as an anthropologist, and during my graduate school training and during my research for my PhD, I had an occasion to actually smoke marijuana with a chimpanzee. And this is not something most people know, and most people are...
I imagine the chimp hasn't really told too many people.
I don't think so, but we were doing language work with chimps. That was my research. We were doing sign language work, and through a variety of circumstances that I can't quite divulge, back then I was able to truly see eye to eye with a chimpanzee on a level most people would, and in fact I don't think anybody would have known.
Well, that is excellent. I'm sure the chimp would be proud to see the kind of restaurant you now have. He'd probably get a good meal there.
Oh, he would. He would love it.
Awesome. Well, Richard, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
You bet.
All right. So everybody, that was Richard, and if you're in Portland, be sure to come down to Dick's Kitchen. It's right on Belmont. You'll get a great meal, and Richard said he's here twice a day. This really is his kitchen, so I'm sure you'll most likely see him and say hi. So that's it. Hope you guys are doing well. Until next time.